All right, so it's been a little while, I guess, since my last post. Sorry, as usual. I kind of tend to do these things a little bit more sporadically, I guess. If you look around behind me right now, we are in Bali. This is the last stop on my trip to Asia, which, as some of you will remember, started in China about 2 months ago. So I've kind of skipped out on posting a lot of that stuff. I guess because I was just too busy living in that moment. It kind of sounds kind of corny, but it's true. I have taken a lot of pictures, so I will be posting those on my new website, which is going to be up quite soon. It's going to be readyset.travel as soon as that comes up. I guess one of the reasons that I have been a little bit more, I'd say, negligent on updating regular videos is that I'm still trying to figure out what I want this channel to really be and look like. As those of you who have followed along either on like my previous blog or followed me on social media like Instagram will know, I do travel a lot, and a lot of what I focused on in the past has been like architecture and landscapes and things like that. So I think this trip has really opened up my eyes a lot to what I really want to be posting and talking about. And that's mostly because what I found is that as I go to more and more places, architecture largely stays the same. And the landscapes are more or less the same. I mean, you can see a little bit behind me right now that, I mean, there are palm trees, but these palm trees could easily be, you know, somewhere in California or Hawaii or somewhere of that nature, right? But one of the things that really changes between places is, one, the people, and two, the food. And food is something that I'm really passionate about. Now, I'm not a chef by any means, but it is something that I really enjoy talking about. And I guess one of the things that really affected me more recently was the passing of Anthony Bourdain, who, as some of you will know, I mean, he's quite a famous name, is like a food kind of traveling expert. And in a lot of ways, that's kind of, I guess, what I'm thinking of doing as well with this channel. So I'm trying to figure out what that format kind of looks like. And so on this trip, I've taken a lot more initiative to actually visit places that I think have good food, and food that's representative of the culture, but also, you know, different sides of it as well, you know, because you never know where great spots open up. So I'm trying to go from the whole gamut of foods in all these different places and see what that looks like. And I mean, I think it's working. I mean, we'll see soon enough. I've been taking a lot of pictures of the different places where I eat. I'm selecting the places where I eat very carefully. One of the things I'm looking a lot at is coffee as well, which I'm very passionate about. Mostly because it keeps me awake through all of these journeys. You can probably see the bags under my eyes. But I mean, that's generally where things are at this point. So, I mean, while this is the last stop, and I thought this was a good opportunity to kind of backtrack and look at where we've been and what I've been doing over the last couple of months, this is also a good opportunity to kind of set the tone for where this channel is going to be going in the future. So, for those of you that haven't been following my stories on Instagram, I mean, I definitely think you should. Not a shameless plug in any, I mean, maybe it is a shameless plug, but I mean, that is where I'm kind of posting like the real day-to-day, up-to-date, what's going on, where I'm eating, what I'm doing, what I'm seeing, things like that. So I definitely recommend checking that out. But if you haven't, or you missed some of these stories already, I mean, we started about 2 months ago in China. I was there for about a month, doing a lot of traveling between Shanghai and Suzhou, where I was learning Mandarin. Ni hao ma? Nah, shit. That sounds like the most typical kind of lines you hear, but I'm planning to move back to Asia in a few months. But afterwards, I mean, we went to Guangzhou, met up with a buddy of mine, and then we ended up traveling a little bit together to places like Hong Kong, Taiwan, Vietnam, and mostly meeting up with friends of mine that I've met over the years. So that was really, really cool. And we were able to kind of check out different foods based on that, different places. And so we went to Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh. I spent a few days there, Singapore as well, which was fantastic. And then finally we ended off in a great week in Bali, where we spent about 4 and a half days in Ubud, which is brilliant. And I will give that full rundown, I think, either in another video or in a blog post as well, featuring the different foods and things that we've done and that we've seen. And finally, we're ending off with 2 days in Kuta. I'm about to take my plane back to Toronto tonight, so this is going to be probably about 18 hours or 20 hours, but that's going to be in business class, so I mean, I'm not complaining, using my miles. So if you're not collecting miles, I'll talk about that in another video, but definitely you should be doing that as well. And yeah, so I'm going to be traveling in business class. I'll make a separate video to kind of compare the different classes as well, or the different airlines. And yeah, that kind of wraps up where we're at for this trip. It has been pretty awesome. I mean, right now I'm hanging out on the beach in Seminyak in Kuta, larger area, so I'll make the difference again in another video. But you have Kuta, Canggu, and Seminyak, and they're all very different places and very, very cool. And I think, like, if you want to explore each of these areas, you need like a few days each to really get a good feel for it. Kuta, I think maybe a couple days and you're good, but generally it's a really, really cool place. I really like Bali. I'm definitely going to be coming back. And yeah, I mean, it's sunset. I've got this awesome light on me. It's not like I don't look good, but the light is here, is playing good tricks on it. And yeah, I mean, we're having a good time, just enjoying ourselves. My buddy Keegan is now heading out to Canggu today. Wish I could be with him as well, because that should be a really, really good time. But, you know, for my last day, I figured, you know what, hang out on the beach, enjoy a final sunset. I've been reading my book, Power of Habit, which is good shit. And yeah, just wrapping up. So thought this was a good opportunity to kind of like, what's it called? Thought this was a good opportunity to kind of catch up and kind of touch base with where we are and what's been going on over the last couple of months again. So I mean, it's going to be great. I'm going to be looking forward to going back to Toronto and kind of figuring out the next step. I mean, for me, staying in one place for too often is not really my thing. So you can definitely look forward to seeing somewhere new in the next few months. Geez. As long as my wallet holds up, you know, budget traveling is definitely what I'm looking forward to, and what I am doing. It's my specialty, but at the same time, at some point the budget does tend to wear a little bit thin. So I'm hoping within the next couple months to head back on the road and hit up a new destination, and hopefully that will be Shanghai or Hong Kong, and that will be kind of the base of operations for the next couple of years. So in the meantime, I'm going to give you a quick little look at Kuta and Seminyak and this awesome beach where we're at right now. And otherwise, stay cool, stay breezy, and I'm looking forward to posting a little bit more often and hearing from you guys and you know, all that good stuff. So don't forget, I'm going to have my new website up soon. It's going to be readyset.travel. No .com, it's just going to be readyset.travel. And make sure, if you're not already following me on Instagram, to do that, because that's going to be the #1 spot. For the moment, I lost my phone, so again, it's been a whole ordeal. I think I'll probably have to recap this in another video once I'm back in Toronto, but it's been a hell of a ride, to say the least. So in any case, I will see you guys on the flip side and see you back in Toronto. Cheers. And as promised, one good pan of the beach in Seminyak, where we're hanging out for sunset. There it is. As you can see, things are absolutely stunning out here. I think the motive right now is going to be to set down this camera And I'll let this run for about a minute. I'll let you guys enjoy. You guys can feel free to leave at any point in time, but I feel like the sound of the ocean and this awesome view is definitely worth looking at, so I'll let you guys do that. I'm going to enjoy this sound and this view right now as well. And yeah, looking forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Cheers.